Hi, I'm LoriKay Coleman, and I am a brain rewiring success coach. I'd like to share a little bit of information with you. So, before you begin this session that I will be giving to you, I invite you to choose an intent. Have a goal, have something that you want, and it can be any kind of goal. It can be to help with a physical condition. It can be a topic of relationships. It can be a topic with your work, or it can be a topic for anything at all. And I'm happy to help you come up with a simple statement that you can choose to align with. What this is doing is helping you be in a place of choice and not reaction or habit or even acting out of subconscious programming that you have. So let me just share a little bit. This year in 2024, I participated in 2 multi-authored books where I shared the STAR method. It stands for S, stimulate the physical body in a way that helps the energy body. There are subtle energies in our body, meridians, we have an aura, we have chakras. Those are subtle energies. And we can move our physical body in a way that supports our subtle energy body to help it flow in a helpful way. T, tap into God and the God spot. What I found for me is sometimes I felt so miserable in my physical body that when I would pray to God, I couldn't feel Him there. So by using my body and moving it, it then helped me be able to tap in and feel that connection to God. And just a little side note, as I work within anyone's belief system, you tap into your higher power. Now, A is alignment technique. There are many ways that you can choose to align yourself to something. The one that I'm doing with you today is the complete cellular alignment technique, and it will help you start seeing solutions. And then R is rewriting the story or rewiring the brain. The alignment technique rewires the brain as well as seeing yourself being successful. It's really interesting how our brain works that way. In the session I will be sharing with you, I mentioned somatic work. Somatic work operates off the idea that what happens to you in your life is stored not only in your mind, but also in your body. So by moving our body, feeling what we feel, it is helpful to us. I'll be inviting you to focus on your body's sensation. You go into the pain, you feel, and you are present with it. And we will have a little bit of conversation with that aspect of our body and send love. And also, we are having our idea, our intent for the session, and that intent will go into that body area so that body area can support you also with your intent of moving forward. So mind-body movements that add breath work and mindfulness can encourage emotional release, which that can look like tears coming to your eyes, but also as simple as yawning. So just want to give you a heads up about that. The kind of work that I do gives you the ability to choose a different path than the habitual natural man kind of path. Gets you to a point of choice. I like to choose into connection with Jesus and have Him be my partner as I move forward, and that is a choice that you can make. There is a term called neuroplasticity, and that means that your brain has the ability to adapt and change. And what we focus on gets wired into our brain and into our body. And that's why so many do choose to focus on a higher power that can help them be able to move forward towards their goals. Or they may not realize that that's what they are doing. If you look at this blue shape over here, these are chemical synapses. There are chemicals that go in between the synapses, and the breath work and movement can help kind of dissolve, digest are the words that I use. I'm not a scientist, I'm not a doctor, but I have done some learning with how this works. And so we have these neurons and these axons that connect the two, and they get very strong with that connection. And when we focus on visualization, gratitude, and movement, we can be making new neural pathways. We can be dissolving these chemicals in between here and make a new choice, one that our prefrontal cortex wants, not our primitive brain. So often we are addicted to our behaviors and they become what feels safe. Our nervous system wants to stay safe. Our brains have been created to help us stay safe. What happens is we end up craving the chemical responses, which gives us a sense of knowing and therefore safety. And then the repeated behavior strengthens the pathway. If you look at this middle picture, these are pathways in an actual brain. And you can see this is very thick and has gone down that path a lot. So this path right here is thicker than some of these other paths. And in the session that I will be taking you through, we will say, I am safe. Well, we won't be saying these actual words, but you can choose into, I am safe to, and say your statement. I am capable to, and say your statement, and do the process that I teach. What we are doing is aligning our heart, our mind, and our gut to our goal. And once again, main purpose of the brain is to keep you safe and surviving. Thrive connects to creativity and the big picture. So if you look right here, we have this prefrontal cortex, the thriving part. We have the surviving part of our brain. The surviving region gets us into self-sabotage. It gets us into the primitive mind, the fight and flight. It gets us into the reaction. It gets us into the subconscious programs. I'm looking at the right hand picture right now. And there's a part in the middle that is the reticular activating system, which is the go-between door between the conscious and the subconscious. And we are working with that. This visualization that I invite you to do, seeing light come in, seeing colors and shape leave your body, it rewires the brain. And the subconscious loves symbolism. It also loves emotion. And a slight smile can cue the nervous system that you are safe and have a happier emotion happen. The primitive brain and nervous system looks for stressful cues. They look for muscle tension, breath, and eye focus. I will be inviting you to write down your statement and hold it in front of you, above you, and have your eyes look at it. It calms your nervous system. If it's saying, oh, you're safe enough to tell me where to put my eyes, okay, this is okay. The breath work, I have different patterns that I have us do. And then the muscle tension, I don't think I talked too much in this class, but I'll have you be doing some movement, and the goal is to try and release the tension from your body. And yes, that's what I have to share for you with that. This process that I will be taking you through changes your physical and mental state, and it gets you out of the negative feedback loop that often happens in the brain. It can reduce stress and get you out of survival mode. Doing this kind of breath work that I will be teaching in the class allows for growth and allows you to see the solutions. It also gets you into a place where you're not acted upon. You're not acting habitually. And it puts you into a place of choice. Now, the breath work that we will be doing in the official class looks like this. I start here at my forehead, the third eye, breathing in while tapping over the head. This is a meridian that we are taking backwards, the governing meridian that we are tapping backwards. And I do a breath pattern with it, breathing in through the nose. Come back to the forehead, breathing out through the mouth. I do that 3 times. Then I change the breath pattern to in and out the mouth. Tapping over my head 3 times. And then I end with a smile. The smile telling my nervous system that I am safe. The last little thing that I would like to tell you is by having your goal written on a piece of paper, it is like up here at the star, and you are down here at the bottom, haven't reached the goal yet. There are things in your life, beliefs in your brain and body that are keeping you from your goal. This tapping technique that we go through is taking these blocks and aligning them. So now it's strengthening your pathway. It's not dissolving them. I have to do other kind of work where I dissolve those things. This is just saying, hello, you physical reasons of my brain. I'm asking you to align, and then it strengthens your path. Hello, mental reasons of my brain. I'm asking you to align and be supportive of my goal. And then it moves it so that it's supporting you as you have a clear path to move towards what you want. I hope this is helpful and that you will enjoy my session. Have a lovely day. Okay, we are here together. So excited. I was just asking everyone to write down their intention for this session. And what's cool is you can rewatch this with a new intention, and it will help with a whole nother bag of stuff that needs to be cleaned up. And that's the beauty of my work, is I try to design it such that you can redo it for other topics. So for today, we want to write an intention, a topic, something. What do you want? How can you receive something if you don't even know what you want? And if something doesn't easily come to you, it could be as easily as, I live from my highest divine potential. And that's what I'm going to write for mine. And what you can do is redefine some of those words. So my highest divine potential deals with my physical body, my energetic body, my spiritual connection, all of that. I'm saying that is what my highest divine potential is. So I want to have that on my paper so that when I'm doing the different techniques, I can either look at it, and other times I'll have my eyes closed and not, but we'll be doing different things with our eyes and body. And my intent is for this to be a powerful opportunity to expand truth within you and to become more in alignment with your highest divine self, getting help with the specific goal that you have in this moment, being human. We are human and we have real life, regular things that we need to do. And some of your goals may be like that. Some others will be with health. Some others will be business. It's all okay. And there's not one that's better than the other. Having compassion for where we are right now is key. And we will begin. Oh, it's so fun to see so many of you, Heather and Dinah. And oh, I don't know how to say your name. Natola, you're my new friend from Diamond Beauties. Oh, so glad you're here. So for those of you that don't know me very well, I'm LoriKay Coleman. And back in 1995, I thought I could not learn. I was physically miserable, emotionally miserable, with a lot of physical problems. And I know that things can change. And I like helping people change things with more ease and grace and not take a couple decades to have things be different. And that's why I'm here. So we are going to begin with standing. And I invite you to have water. Water will really help the energy move, and that is important. And we are going to try and just move our shoulders. Can you move your shoulders? And imagine that dust of stress is just coming off the shoulders. Shoulders, whoo. Now I want you to do a sound. Whoo. How many of you is that scary for? And you may mute yourself, because I do know that when someone makes a sound, the computer will show you. And so if you want to have yourself muted, that might be helpful so that your body doesn't come up. Now I invite your legs, your feet to look like number 11s, not pigeon-toed, not bowing out, number 11s, hip width apart, and soft knees. Now bend your knees and bounce. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And just I want you to see if you can keep doing those shoulders and just kind of bounce, 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 bounce. We're going to breathe powerfully in through our nose and out through our mouth. Ooh, 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 ooh. Have the arms be floppy. Shoulders big. Only go toward what your physical body can do. And now, in just a second, we're going to stop. We will have soft elbows, soft knees. And if you want, for this last little part, you can have your palms go up and flick your hands down like this. This is really helpful for clearing out the meridians. All the meridians come in and out the fingertips. Powerful breathing. And out. Okay, in 5 seconds we will stop with soft knees, soft elbows, nothing straight and hard. Okay, 5, 4, 3. Can you keep those elbows, those shoulders? 3, 2, and 1. Stop and feel. Feel. Feel the sensation. You may feel a buzz. Just notice your body. Notice your body. You can stay like this and just send appreciation to this body. Thank you. Thank you for serving me the best way you know how. Thank you. I invite you to put a hand on your heart. Imagine the spirit of you inside of this physical body. That aspect of you is amazing. Connect with that. It is you. Hello, my spirit. And now I invite you to go to your higher power and imagine saying hello. We all have different names for our higher power, and that is okay. You'll hear me use God a lot or Jesus. But imagine light coming down, and we want the light to be bright. And if the light is cloudy, just imagine a magnet pulling the clouds away. Inviting bright light. And next, there is a divine and holy angelic team for you. Your spirit, your higher power has chosen divine and holy team. Acknowledge them, and I will invite my team to work with your team and help what I call streams of grace to come down. Streams of grace, the scientific term is scalar waves. Scalar waves is a kind of light that penetrates everything. It bends. It absorbs into everything. And my teacher, Cindy Dell, called it streams of grace. Allow the streams of grace to pour in. Imagine at the top of your head how safe it is to open to the streams of grace from your higher power and pour in. Now we'll be going from sitting to standing. I want to show you some things. You can keep standing if you want or sit. I am asking for each of you to be in your own container. I have a glass container here. I'm asking for each of you to be protected and in your own energy, and that exactly what you need will be given to you within your container to be able to gently move forward. Now, this next part, Yeah, let's go ahead and all be sitting right now. This next part, what I'm going to do is invite you to imagine different things leaving your body. Okay. I'm going to share my screen to give you a visual. I like giving visuals. Oh, sweet computer, aren't you just amazing? Okay, we're going to see what this looks like. Nope, that's not what I want. I apologize. We're going to try this one right here. Okay, tell me if you see, yeah, that's what it is. Okay, great. I'm going to roll it on up. All right, we're going to imagine a spot on our feet. In a moment, we will be standing up to do this physically. So this is the spot on your feet that is a releasing, and it goes into Mother Earth. We can also pull up energy that we need from Mother Earth through our feet. There's another spot that I want to talk to you about, and that is our God spot and the Ming Men doorway. And we will be doing some activities for this Ming Men doorway, as in movement, to help that. The God spot is, as you can read, between your spine and physical heart, and it is the essence of you mingled with the divine. And when we come from this God spot place, what we are asking is what our body can handle. It's not, we don't go into having symptoms from changing two things quickly. The streams of grace helps make the changes be gentle, but very profound. And we're coming from our God spot. So just put your hand on your heart and breathe in and out your heart, focusing on your heart. And using an open-ended question, what would it be like if I could have an inkling of what my God spot feels like? And if you can, imagine a spark of light being able to grow bigger and bigger. Open-ended question, what would it be like if I could feel my God spot grow bigger and bigger? And you may keep your hand here, or you may put one hand at the back of your neck and the other hand at your forehead. You don't have to keep your hands there long. You can go back to your chest if you want. But we're just telling our energy that we are going to be releasing what is not serving us. And the back of the hand is now like a little trash can. It's going to go to a trash can. I invite you to breathe up from the tips of your toes and breathe out that back of your head. Specifically, we are breathing out environmental toxins. We're breathing out toxins from food. For those of you that have had surgery, we are breathing out the residue of the anesthesia. We're breathing out EMFs and other radiations. We are breathing out the emotional records of other people. Powerful breath in, powerful breath out. In through the nose, out through the mouth. If you can do a sound on your out breath, that helps your vagus nerve release it from a nervous system level. Breathing, releasing the mental records from other people that you are carrying, not for you to carry. Releasing trauma records that you may be carrying that are ready to let go. that are yourself, your ancestors, or even other people's. Knowing that the aspect of you that have had the trauma, that you, that aspect, that age of you can go into a beautiful bubble of light and be nurtured and loved and be given streams of grace and personal streams, and invite that aspect of you to accept a higher power to come in, whether it's an angel, some trusted source that can help hear, witness, understand, and heal that aspect of you that has had the trauma. Asking for angels to take care of any adversarial influences. Thank you. Okay, I want to hear how you are feeling, or give me a thumbs up. If anyone is feeling pain in their body, I would like to know. I feel like everyone is clearing quite nicely. Natalie?
Yeah, I can feel this is so good. So good. And I'm feeling actually a little paining in my right eye.
Okay, so if you have pain somewhere, what I want you to do is we're going to clap our hands 10 times with the intention that our heart energy is going into our hands. Okay, so very powerful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rub, rub, rub. Put your heart energy into your hands. Soften those shoulders. Breathe into your hands. Into your hands. Rub, rub, rub. Heat them up, fast, 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 fast. And what you will be doing is you will take your heart energy. This hand has a chakra. I know you're probably getting tired of rubbing, but it has a chakra, and you're going to send love to the area of your body that has the pain. Put it over the area. And if it's in the back where you can't reach it, you put your hand in the front with the intention it goes to the back. And you say, I hear you. I hear you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, I love you. I love you. And just repeat that. I hear you. Thank you. I love you. One more time. I hear you. Thank you. I love you. Now, if you can, just tap around where the pain point is, or if it's in the back, you can tap in the front with the intention it's getting to the back. Lighten your jaw, loosen it, open and close it, move, and we're going to get up and move in just a minute. In fact, we're going to get up and move right now. Drink some water. Notice where this Ming Men is in the back. It's low back. We're going to be hitting this area with love. We tap with love. Our hands are in a fist, and we're just doing a circle. You see, I'm doing it here, just knocking at the back of my back. So it's the back of my hand hitting the back. And what I invite you to do is talk to that area of your body and say, hey, sweetheart, this movement is for you. I am moving for you to help you. And you may have inspiration to move in a different way. And I want you to listen. I want you to move in the way that you need to move. Your knees are soft. You can have your toes be pigeon-toed for this one. It's a little bit easier on the knees. Obviously, powerful breathing. Through the nose, out the mouth. In through the nose, and out through the mouth. Okay, keep it up a little bit longer, a little bit longer. And we're going to do another movement in just a minute, which some of you will really not like. We are going to do an organ dance, which looks like this, side to side. Hand in front of underneath your navel. And we'll move it up later, okay? So make the organs dance, get the stress out of the organs. And when the side ache comes, you can do a couple things. You can stop. You can observe it. Oh, hello, sweetheart. You're saying hello to me. You can breathe into it. You can imagine what would it be like if the stress that my body is carrying can be wringed out and go through the soles of my feet. And if you need to stop, what I invite you to do is stand with your feet being 11 and move 5 degrees forward. 5 degrees forward puts you on that spot on your foot that allows things to be whoosh. You may also put your hands on your navel, which is like the dump button, like push the toilet flushing device, whatever it's called, the handle. Flush it down through your feet. But if you can keep doing the organ dance, I want you to go back to the organ dance and bring your hands up to your chest level and notice where you hurt. Oh, I really feel I'm coming out of my clothes here. Okay. Allowing our tissues hold on to our issues. And so we're just allowing them to move. And when you want to stop, you're just going to stop, lean slightly forward, feel that, and dump. And if you can see a color and a shape, that's often helpful. If you can remember where you are hurting this next time around, we are going to tap on that area. Okay, so yeah, mine's already came back pretty fast. So this time I'm going to stop. I feel it really high up, right here in my, where my ribs hit. So I'm pushing here. I'm just like, hello, and I'm going to sit down so you can see me. And I'm going to communicate with that part of my body in a different way. This way looks like tapping my governing meridian backwards while breathing in through my nose. Watch this. And then I come back to my forehead and breathe out through my mouth. I do that 3 times for this. I'm like, hello, sweetheart. I'm talking to you. For the physical reasons of you. For the physical reasons that you're having a hard time. Always coming back to the forehead. Yes, for the physical reasons. I was wiggling you around. That's not very nice. Changing my breath pattern in and out the mouth. Ending with a smile. Okay, this part of my body, that was for the physical reasons. Are there emotional reasons that you're having a hard time? This time, I'm doing this breathing for the emotional reasons that you're holding on. So, my intent, emotional reasons for this part of my body. So, this could be emotional reasons for your eye if your eye is still hurting, or any body part, okay? So, breathing in through the nose.
Hey, LoriKay, it might be helpful to stop the screen sharing. People are saying they can't see you.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot. Okay, so it looks like this. Always starting at the third eye. Governing meridian being run backwards so we can dump. And we are tapping, making micro traumas. And combine it with a breath pattern. So in through the nose. Back here, out through the mouth. Back here, in through the nose. Back here, out through the mouth. We always do it at least 3 times. Well, at least 2 times. Changing the breath pattern. Back to the forehead. Back to the forehead. Ending with a smile, which tells our nervous system that, yeah, the physical reasons of this specific tissue, I hear you. I want to understand you, and I'm sending you love. Now we're going to do it for the emotional reasons and the mental reasons. So we're going to combine mental and emotional reasons this time for that same area. Hey, sweetheart, mental and emotional reasons. Breathing in and out. Mental and emotional reasons. In the nose, out the mouth. Mental and emotional reasons for this part of my body. In and out. Mental and emotional reasons. Changing the pattern. And a smile. Okay, I want you to get some water. Write in the chat or give me a thumbs down if you are having extra pain and need some extra support. Either one, or if that's challenging, you can unmute yourself. Everyone doing okay? All right, awesome. Now, this is how we can talk to any organ, gland, cell. And what I want you to do is take your statement, your intention, and we're just going to open the door. We're just going to say, hey, my spirit. Hey, my spirit, I am willing to have things be different. Hey, my body, regarding this statement that I've written, okay, I live for my highest divine potential. Regarding this statement, I give permission and willingly allow the truth and all root causes to be revealed, known, aligned, and altered permanently for my greatest good, harmlessly and blamelessly to myself and others, while aligning with the highest form of these definitions and frequencies. So do you remember at the beginning how I redefined what my highest potential was? I could have negative aspects of my highest potential. Maybe part of me feels like I can never watch anything on TV if I was living in my highest potential. Maybe part of me thinks that I can never have sugar if I'm living in my highest potential. I don't want that to be part of my definition. So I'd write out what I don't want, what I do want. And by doing this, opening the door, I'm accepting the way I define my words and what I am wanting. Okay? So, look at your statement, and if there's a word that you want to redefine, say, hey, it does not mean this, doesn't mean you're controlling me, or doesn't mean, I'm not sure, but write out what it doesn't mean, at least two things, and what it does mean, at least two things, for one of the words in your sentence. And while you are doing that, I will be quiet because I know that sometimes it's hard for people to think. Okay, those of you that need a little bit more time, you can mute me and then re-listen to the recording later. So, what I want to have you know is source energy is pleading for you to open up to your potential. Right now, the energy being poured onto the planet, the Sagittarius energy is pleading for you to be opened up to your potential. And it wants to see you glow. Also, this week is about releasing anything from the past. Releasing what's keeping us from the best within us. And to open up to our intentionality. We need to have an intent. An intent gives our energy an idea of where we're going. It gives our angels an idea, oh, we will support her in that way since she now said something. So having an intent that you can release gently and that you can move forward gracefully, becoming in more alignment with your divine potential. All right, so now we are going to officially open the door to your statement. Okay? So those of you that muted, come back. Okay, so regarding the statement, say your statement. I give permission and willingly allow the truth and all root causes to be revealed, known, aligned, and altered permanently for my greatest good, harmlessly and blamelessly to myself and others, while aligning with the highest form of these definitions and frequencies. Okay, we're doing the alignment. This alignment tells your brain, your body, and your angelic team what you want. So breathing in, opening the door, breathing out. I'm opening the door, breathing in. I'm opening the door, breathing out. Opening the door, breathing in. Look at your statement, breathing out. Changing the breath pattern. This breath pattern puts us in a little bit of a fight and flight. It might be a little scary to do what you're asking. And we end it with a smile, saying, hey, nervous system, you're okay. There's nothing to be afraid of. Take a step forward. Come on. So that's what that smile is doing for you. Now we're going to align our heart. We want our heart to be on board. So you can choose to look at your statement or put your statement on your heart. Regardless, you need to be thinking of your statement while you're aligning your heart to your statement. Okay, so if you can't think and tap at the same time, I want you to hold it against your chest. The vibration of this frequency will hold it for you. So I'm aligning my heart to my intention. Breathing in. Hello, heart. We can do this. In the nose, out the mouth. We can do this, heart. In the nose, out the mouth. Changing that breath pattern. Sometimes it's scary, sometimes it's really scary. But guess what? We're safe. The smile tells the nervous system we are so safe. You got this. Heart, you can be online. You can be in support of me doing this. Now we're going to align our brain. Now, when you're on your own, you can align different aspects of your brain. You can align prefrontal cortex. You can align hippocampus that holds so much fear. You can align different aspects. Right now, we're just going to say the physical reasons of my brain. I'm going to align the physical nature of my brain to my statement. I'm going to look at my statement this time. Get ready. I align my physical aspect of my brain to my statement. In and out. Keep reading that statement. Have your eyes open and read the statement. You can even have your eyes be up higher, and it plays with a different part of your brain, changing the pattern. And a smile, and then drink water. Okay. Now, but that was the physical aspect of the brain. I want to do the emotional aspect of the brain. I'm going to do the emotional and mental aspect of the brain. That brain that just has to think. And the emotional brain that just hijacks my prefrontal cortex. So I'm going to align the emotional and mental aspects of my brain. So same thing, but more detailed in. So aligning mental and emotional aspects of my brain. Be looking at that statement. Have it be up higher. You can tap fairly fast and a smile. And you can get away with only tapping twice, but if you do that too often, it stops to unravel. The input into the brain isn't quite enough. 3 seems to be the golden number. You can certainly do it longer as well. Okay, we want our brain to be in alignment, our heart, but also our gut. We have our gut brain as well. And so you can either hold your statement on your navel area to represent your gut, or be thinking, I'm aligning my gut to my statement. And this time we're going to align, oh no, we can't. Okay, we're going to break it down. First it's going to be physical, and then we'll do emotional and mental, and then we're going to do spiritual. We'll do the gut 4 times. So I'm aligning my gut, the physical aspects of my gut to my statement. I live from my highest divine potential. So you're saying yours. And go ahead and do the powerful breathing. Powerful. This is what I want. Change that pattern. Yeah, sometimes this could be scary. It's unknown sometimes. unknown is scary. Send with a smile. Okay. Now we're going to do the mental and emotional together. I think we can handle that. So now I align the mental and emotional aspects of my gut to my statement. You ready? Let's begin. Mental and emotional. Oops, I messed up. You guys got it. I like this better than emotional freedom technique, which I do like emotional freedom technique a lot. But I like how this combines the breath work that is doing things with our brain and body and our nervous system. And so it's an extra way to communicate that's very powerful. If you are stuck and can't get yourself to do something, change your breath. And if you can get yourself to tap this backwards, it's like dumping the crap off. And these micro traumas, it's like, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Ugh, you're gone. You know, I'm choosing forward. Get behind me, get behind me. And then the smile's like, hey, yeah, this is what we're doing. So it's a great way to what's called break your state. We have our physical state. We have a mental state. And I've turned down physical pain this way, and I've gotten out of emotional places. Now, sometimes I don't want to use my tools, and I just am a slug in front of the TV. And then I'm choosing that. So, any questions? How are you feeling? I want to hear how you're doing. Thumbs up? Doing okay? Okay. Awesome, awesome. We're going to move forward. Okay. We're doing the spiritual aspect of our gut. Okay? So, you can hold this statement on your gut, aligning the spiritual aspect of your gut. Breathing in and out. We want inspiration. Our body is a source of inspiration. We want to honor it. Change the breath pattern. Sometimes it's scary. Sometimes we can't figure out what our body's trying to tell us. And to smile. But sometimes we can choose a little micro commitment and take a step in a direction and ask for more signs, more guidance, more comfort. Am I going in the right direction? Our nervous system isn't always the best guide for us. It will always be wigging out. That's called scary. It wants to keep you safe and alive.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, absolutely.
When we're tapping like this, you were talking. Are we supposed to be thinking our statement or listening to you?
Good question. It is at the beginning, the more focus you can have is what you need. When you re-listen to this for other things, you'll be able to do two. It's not nice to say you can do two things at once, but you can. So, and I will try and have sometimes where I say absolutely nothing to make that easier for you guys. But the more you focus, the more helpful. But at the same time, you saying the first aspect, it's going there. When you hold that focus, the neural pathways in your brain are making that pathway be stronger. And so that is helpful in that way. But practicing being thrown off in the middle, like what I'm saying, oh, this is scary, that can retrain. I'm going down this way. Oh, it's scary. Oh, but I'm choosing to go down this way. And so it's strengthening that neural pathway also with me putting in, oh, this is a little scary right now. So both.
Sure. Okay.
So, and the more so your neural pathways are formed by intention, by this is the way I'm going. And so that's important. But this in its nature, just the tapping in its nature and the breath pattern in its nature is forming those neural pathways for you, even without an intention.
Okay.
So it's
Cool.
just extra bang if you're focusing on it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions? Okay. So you can choose to align any organ and gland, any belief system, anything that you've heard or said about your situation that's impossible. You can align that statement, and it will be helpful. I want to share my screen to show you something else, I believe. Okay. Yeah, we're going to get into the aura and the koshas because we have 20 minutes left. Woo, woo, woo. Okay. Tell me if you see my screen with a guy that has rainbows around him. Do you see that? Awesome. Okay. So, and I have 2 computer screens, so sorry that I look away from you. This is Sil Carson's teachings. She's my yoga teacher. I love her and her insights with things. What we are going to do with our intention is clear out these koshas. And we are going to do this energetically, not with the tapping technique. We're going to do it with visualization. But I wanted you to get a visual for this. And listen to what these different things. This red one is the physical body, it's the ego body. This physical body needs safety, diet, and it needs rest. We cannot not do those things. We are human with a human body. And so if you think that your statement is going to make it so that you can go, and never drink and never sleep, no. We are to honor these bodies and the signals they are giving. They are trying to communicate with you. They're trying to serve you. So we need to support our physical body, and there might be some things that need to be cleared out. This next level, that's orange, is the life energy body. This is, she calls this pranamaya, and prananam, it's breath work. Any kind of breath work is going to help your physical body. The way you help your physical body is by breathing, as well as eating and sleeping. But breathing is always your first go-to, okay? And this bridges the emotional and gross body. The gross body is another name for your physical body. Now, the shadow side of this is you can have habits here that are creating stress. And I want this alignment to show you where you are creating stress in your life that you need to change. We're not putting our head in the sand pretending all is well and there's nothing wrong. You want your eyes open with compassion to see what micro things that you can change. And so to notice the habits. Oh, my habit is to do this, and I'm going to choose not to. I'm going to choose to breathe and tap and not do that habit so that I can get what I intend, what I say that I want. Now, this third aura, so our aura is what's around us. I hope that's what this is showing to you. I drew that, so sorry it's so sloppy. But anyway, the third one is where we hold our triggers. It's where we get hurt from people looking at us funny and saying something and, or something worse, but it's our emotional body, it's our memories, and we hold generational crap here in this third auric layer. And we also hold our culture crap here. And our culture right now has a lot of stuff that needs to be cleared out that we might be holding on. And we need to take the light and push it out. Have our own authentic energy, only our own. The next layer is the intellect body. This is where we get perspective. This is where we are aware, where we discern. That's the light side. The shadow side is we just disconnect and we get too much in our brain. Oh, I don't know how to do that. She's telling me to breathe in light and breathe light from the inside out. How do you do that? How does that work? I'm not sure how that works. That was totally me 20 years ago. And it's still me sometimes today. we have to get out of this think, and just connect to your higher source, your angelic team, the divine pathway. You don't have to try. You just ask and they do. You ask, they do. Okay? So that's the next level. The cosmic bliss body. Sounds beautiful. It's pure presence. It's source consciousness. It's joy. Shadow side. So many are here. So many energy workers are here in mild to severe delusion and psychosis. If you are not doing a grounding practice with your body, I'm not necessarily saying just yoga, but a grounding, I go walking, I do breathing, conscious breathing, Qigong gets you to this place. Anyway, if you're not doing something to be grounded in your body, you'll float off into psychosis and delusion, thinking things are worse than they are, or that nothing's wrong at all. You want to have a healthy consciousness. And so we'll be pushing through that. So I wanted you to get a visual of that. I also want to give you a visual of atoms. So, little science. This is a nucleus. It has protons and neutrons in it. We often have programming held in our area here. The programming is held in the neutrons. And the nucleus does not have a love program. So we are going to be moving out the interference and bringing in a love program, okay, to help you with your specific intent. All right. So this is Cindy Dell's teaching. I did, it was 12 to 14 months with her. Loved it. And I still get with her a couple times a year. And let's see, she said, concerning shifting the balance of an atom, a shifting of electricity, of history, of memory, or negative charges resulting in a shift of the protons from the atom level, a shifting of magnetism, of positivity, so a new future could open up as things release. So what's that saying is we want, so the electrons that are out here, they are holding these memories. Some of these memories are not serving us. We want to see them to be cleared. Some of the neutrons, some of the things in here are not holding love. We want it to be cleared. We want it to be shifted. The protons are in here too. They hold magnetism. They attract things. So we will be asking for them to be magnetized to what you personally want, okay? And just seeing that happening in whatever way you want to see it. Today, in the middle of the night, let me see if I have anything else. Okay, this is one other picture that I want to give you. If you want to imagine purple being poured into you, the positive meaning of purple can be feeling connected to your spiritual self and God. It could be being open to receive information from divine sources. Now, I have learned to say divine and holy sources, not just anything out there. There's a lot of things out there that'll sit and talk to you that you can't see. And you want divine and holy, thank you very much, and nothing else. And so this purple, to be open to receive information from divine sources, feeling connected to your spiritual self and God. When you feel more connected to your spiritual self and God, you will get your intent. And the purple will also help acceptance of yourself and others. Okay? So, yep, that's all I have here. Okay, so stop share. There's a couple other things I want to show you. So this right here is how I kind of look at heaven and earth energy. So I can breathe up into heaven and earth energy at the exact same time. I can breathe out and pull them back into me. So it's like zoop and zoop. From my heart energy, heaven and earth, heaven and earth, heaven and earth, heaven and earth. So this accordion kind of thing happening, okay? I may ask you to, how do you say? It's like, just flip it. And so I have this little magnifying glass here. And sometimes we're looking at the wrong thing on this end, and we need to flip it so it sees love. And so it's just like, I might snap my finger and just like flip it. And you're literally flipping it, okay? It's like a mirror that you're just, whoop, I'm on this side, now I'm on this side. Flip it, okay? You're focusing somewhere out here, and it's like somewhere new. This is where I'm gonna be. So if I snap my fingers, that's what's going on. If I say golden kundalini, that is like a heavenly nurturing aspect that just comes in and nurtures you. So, yeah. All right. Ming Men, I showed you that. The Ming Men is a way that we can reparent ourselves. So I may be mentioning that as well. Okay, in fact, I think I'm going to maybe start with there. So, I invite you to put your hand, one on your heart, one on your navel, and breathe up into heaven and down into the earth at the same time. As you breathe out, bring it back to you. Bring back the support. Breathing both directions. Into earth, into heaven, and bringing it back down. Recognizing again your spirit, your higher power, your angelic team, asking to clear what needs to be cleared, and inviting any aspect of you that needs extra love to consider going into the most beautiful little bubble. Cindy Dell likes to call it a trauma bubble, but I see it like a little bubble of light. It's filled with light, filled with love. So there's an aspect of you that needs to go get extra love from there. That is, invite that aspect of you to do that. And we're tapping into our God spot, asking for streams of grace to come down, personalized streams to be upon each one of you. And going back to the back side of your physical body. And you just need to imagine that you're on an imaginal pathway. Your brain doesn't know the difference. Pretend that there's a door at the back of your spine, and asking for extra waves and streams of light to bring in the Divine Mother and Father energies. These energies, you can consider them however you want. Masculine, feminine. But the beauty of it is this mothering divine energy can remother you. Bringing the streams of mothering you deserve and the streams of fathering that you needed. Bringing in the light and teachings that you need at this time to be able to move forward with grace and ease. That your soul is receiving everything it needs. And what happens is when light comes through the Ming Men doorway, it gets shared through the kidney meridian. Kidney meridians hold fear. Send light that releases the fear. Any fear that you have towards this intent that you have. Releasing the fear. You are safe because you have this fathering masculine energy. You are nurtured and cared for because you have this feminine divine energy. Your soul is receiving. And what's amazing about the kidney meridian is all the meridians are brought through this area. It's shared throughout your body. And so if there's any traumatized aspects of you, allow them to be surrounded with light and love. And allow healing that is needed to go in and around any traumatized aspect of yourself. Healing is occurring. Healing is occurring. Healing is occurring. It will be shared across time. You will process gently. Breathing in through your heart in that God spot. Your auric field changing. Clearing the programming. Clearing the programming from that first layer, that physical body. Going to the next layer. Enjoying your breath as you clear this layer that holds the stress habits, the cycles. Breathing in that life force energy. Going into the emotional aspect of the auric field, where cultural and generational things are there. Breathing in the light and clearing that. You don't have to do anything. Asking for light to come in and clear. Asking for your triggers to be turned down. You can imagine a dial being turned down. A dial on anxiety, depression. Going to the next auric layer, where reasoning is, where perspective is gained, where you discern wisely. And if there's any disconnections, connecting those. Imagine an electrical cord being plugged in. Electrical cords being plugged in, connecting, connecting. And if there are cells in the physical body that needed to be connected, let's imagine connecting cords into the plugs. And I want you to imagine a bar stool at a kitchen table or at a counter. And this bar stool has lots of papers on it. There's no room to sit. That's your hormones having no place to sit on the receptor sites. Let's invite the chair to be cleared off of toxicity so that what belongs there can land. Kind of like a shuttle needing to go into a bay, or just your body needing to be on a stool at the counter. However you want to see it, clear off an area so that the hormones can land and communicate. And going back into the aura, the cosmic bliss body. Feel the bliss. And if there is aspects of the mild delusion, have an awareness of how you can be more grounded in your day to day. You may want to imagine that you're being rocked in the wings of the ages and the breath of the divine, or in your own divinity. That you can integrate and bring gifts all the way through, into you and through you. And be breathing deeply and yet gently. And imagine a special kind of golden color coming down from the top of your head, filling you, giving you what you need. And finding the areas in you, those atoms that so needed love to be programmed inside. Allow that golden light to go into the center, removing any non-love programming. The nucleus will only have love programming. Programming the neutrons with love. Inviting the electrons to let go of the history and the memories that are no longer serving you. Asking for the atom to be balanced so you can have the magnetism to pull what you want to you, that positivity. Receive that golden color. Receive it deep, deep down. And if you desire to change the golden color to any other color, that is okay. And if you want it to be purple, that's lovely. Feeling connected to your spiritual self and God. Being open to receive information only from divine sources. Learning to accept yourself. Learning to have compassion for yourself. And having more compassion for others. And imagining yourself being wrapped in love and light. Wrapped in love and light. Nurtured and wrapped in love and light. And now I invite you to keep your eyes closed, but think of your intent and see it as a picture. See it you doing it, somehow you doing it, or having accomplished it. What would you look like? Smile on your face, eyes beaming, shoulders relaxed, so much joy. See yourself there. See yourself there. And I want you to touch your heart 2 times, the chest area. Tap it 2 times. And now I'm going to do something that's not very nice. Imagine people upset around you. Your environment a mess. Job not going well. Nothing looking like what you want it to be. So many things not happening. How can it not be happening? How can it not be happening? How can it not be happening? How is it like this? I want you to flip it. Flip it. Change it. You can snap your fingers, you can clap, and go back. Practice going back. Can you find it? Find your heart. Find your God spot. Find the hope. Find the softness. Imagine butter out on the counter. So easy to cut off. I can slice through that. Oh, I I can make some cookies from what I just sliced off. Don't need that to be part of me, and it can turn into cookies. I don't need to be part of that argument. I don't need to be part of that drama. But I'll turn it into something beautiful. We're going to practice one more time. Make sure that you are really feeling the peace. I don't want you to tap your heart 2 times, your chest area 2 times, unless you're really feeling a good vibration. This is anchoring this session in. So get yourself to feeling really nice, bright energy. And when you're really seeing the picture of you happy, capable, using your agency, not acting from habit, reaction, no, agency, choosing the higher part. When you're really there, that's when I want you to tap your heart area 2 more times. Anchor it in when you're ready, only when you're ready. Okay. I'm going to count from 1 to 5, and then you'll come out of this state. You'll return to the present time in awareness, to a non-suggestive state once I get to 5. 1, you are more powerful and creative, more alive and confident. You have the ability to create all that you desire to be, do, and to have. 2, you exercise your enhanced capacity to digest new information and create new uplifting experiences. You give, you receive, you accept, you receive, you attract, you receive, you give. And you create supportive, loving relationships. You create and attract supportive, loving relationships. 3, you have increased ability to communicate on every level and layer, speaking truth with enhanced insight, understanding, wisdom with confidence and ease. Your body becomes more in balance. You easily move. You are mindful as you drive. You are safe. 4, you have activated deep compassion, connecting you to your divine essence, enhancing your intuition and spiritual awareness. And you are moving higher and higher into consciousness. And 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you are now back in present time to a non-suggestive state, more powerful and creative, more alive and confident. And open your eyes when you're ready. All right, my dears, how you doing? I recognize that from Body and Brain Tao. Yeah. So I want us to practice getting into our anchor one more time. Usually doing 3 practices, you break the state in between to do an anchor. So now that your eyes are open, I invite you to get back to that nice place where you feel like your intent can be possible, and then tap your chest again. And what you can do is when you go through life and you're having a hard time, you can either imagine tapping your chest or actually put your hand on your chest. You know, and it will raise you back up to this state. And then you just have to activate your breath. I choose. You know, have the breath come in, and I choose. And then move forward in more conscious, alive, not habit stuff. So, okay, you ready to think of the yucky stuff? So think of your life falling apart. Okay, things are not going the way you plan. Oh my goodness, you know, things are more expensive than I expected. I thought that this would happen and it didn't, and thought this money would come in and it's not. And, you know, just think of life. Life's happening. Okay, now let's see if you can get back to your state. Close your eyes. You're going to soften your jaw. I want you to move your eyes from left to right, or in a sideways figure eight. And I want to do the beautiful open-ended question, what would it be like if I could get back into the possibilities? What would it be like if I can believe it's possible to take a micro step towards my intent? What would that be like? My brain doesn't need to know. I want my body to feel it. See if you can raise that lovely vibration up. What would it be like if I could breathe and relax? I want you to put a slight smile on, tiny little smile. Only little ones needed for your nervous system. Focusing on the breath, it's possible. I can trust a different path, it's possible. I can see different solutions, it's possible. I can learn a lesson, it's possible. So if you can get yourself to a nice state of feeling that your intention is possible, I want you to tap that anchor, that same area of your body, a couple times, and then open your eyes. Okay. How are you guys feeling? Put it in the chat. Let me hear, let me hear. Relaxed and good overall, good. Stronger, good. We want to be more resilient. The key is to be resilient. Life is not a bed of roses. It's an opportunity for joy and an opportunity for growth. And so, finding the gratitude is so important. Yeah, I'm ready for a nap. That's the best way to do your homework. We just gave our spirit a lot of homework. So be gentle. I really want to hear your experiences. Please email me and let me know what's happening. I'm very, very interested. I combine so many different things. I want to know if I'm giving too much and if I need to simplify. But I feel that people can handle this and it's needed to move forward. We can't just be taking forever and a day having things happen. Homework, play work, you'll love it. I want you to lay flat on your back, no pillow, for 10 minutes. I don't say words right, but it's like savasana. Is that how, yoga? You're just there. It's a way to integrate it into your nervous system. If you could do that every day for 10 minutes, you'd be so golden. If you find that you are stressed about something, you can choose to scribble about it. You could choose any kind of movement. You can walk, you can scribble, you can shake, but I want you to do some sort of movement to address the tension that you're having in your body. And then drinking water. Drinking water is imperative. Lots of water, like 2 liters, or having electrolytes in there too. So, any questions for me? Thank you, Lila. Thought you did an excellent job combining many techniques, but you made it practical, simple, easy to apply and integrate. Oh, yay. Gratitude to you too, sweetheart. Oh, I know what I need to tell you about. I want to take a moment to talk to you about how you can work with me on a regular basis. Once a month, I gather people together to do brain rewiring sessions. I have different ways of doing it, but here's a little overview. It includes STAR method alignments to create the new neural pathways. They're mind-body-based practices that reset the nervous system and promote calmness and health. It also comes with 75-minute personalized session with me and email personalized support. Let me show you my membership portal. So here we have a lot of introduction and teachings for this first part. So you see all of these. When people in my membership have a challenge, I often make a session to help them. So like I have sleep, I have something on anger, I have something on digestion in here, a morning routine. So this section here holds some of the alignments that we do, and I'll be adding the one that we did in December to this section here. I have some guided imagery ones and some emotional freedom technique as well. So the beauty of this program, I'm going to stop sharing. The beauty of this program is for only one-time payment of $333, you get the entire, what will end up being 24 sessions. There's about 12 in the portal right now. There'll be another 12 added by the end of 2025, and it comes with a personalized session as well, all for one-time payment of $333. If you want to have a payment plan, I have that available as well. And this is what I hope to have you join with me this coming year.